Laura! Blumpy! Hello? Where is everyone? I guess people forgot about me. Uh-oh. I might have to move. I don't know if this is private property or not. I'm kind of confused. Like, okay.
God, I tell you what, that is just designed to hide a second chin, isn't it? That literally just wraps around her second chin and like just hides how bad her neck is. Alan should get one.
So I'm in this little driveway, and then there's a fence that says no trespassing. So does that mean no trespassing before the fence or after?
Oh, who gives a... Come
Hi!
on.
Oh my gosh, it's too fast. Hi, everyone. I'm kind of nervous and overwhelmed, so... And I have to let a little chin free. I can't. I feel claustrophobic. Hi! I don't even know where to start. Like, I'm gone 7 days, or 8 days, or however many days. And my life is, like, changed so much that I don't even know where to start. I have so many stories I wanted to tell you guys.
She's very happy to be back in Canada, I can tell that already. She's very happy. You can see she's exuding this... Like, happy. She didn't want to be in Kuwait. She's happy to be back home.
I'm like, when something happens in my life, I'm like, I have to tell them this. Like, being away made me realize, like, you guys are my support system. Hi, everybody!
Well, you didn't have a support system while you were offline.
Hello, everybody.
Right? She's still wearing that ring. She's deliberately messing with her.
Well,
she's messing with all this to show off the ring because she knows people are looking for it.
Yeah, I'm in the Kia. No, so I'll let me take the... Does the Kia look like... No, it's not white.
Like when footballers get a watch sponsorship and they just accidentally get their watch in shot when they're just talking on the... You know, just doing an interview and they're just like... Or Anthony Joshua with his Lucozade bottle, you know?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I missed so many people to say hi, so I'm just going to say a collective hi. I am literally jet lagged. I know people laugh.
Yeah, Beth, her, because she's been away for nearing 10 days. No contact on the internet. That's weird.
Often use that as like a euphemism for being high. No. Holy crap, that's creepy. I'm just like literally so tired and my body is so battered from this trip. I am going nuts. Yeah, I have new glasses. So, you know, I did the prescription, right? Like I went to the eye doctor last time I was in Canada, but then I left without getting glasses. They're super expensive here. So before I left, so I was like, give me your prescription for your glasses. I'm going to go and get you glasses. And I was like, no, we don't need, thanks everybody for the birthday wishes and everything. Welcome.
So I was like, give me your prescription. I'm going to do this. Controlling coercive.
You know, that's not a priority. And even though I'm driving, yeah, it's much better, right? I'm like, why haven't I gotten these sooner? So he went and got glasses for me before I headed out. And I'm glad he did. They're still pricey over there though. Hi guys! I just, the Kia's all set. Has new brakes, has like $2,000 worth of work on this baby. I feel like I'm in a new car. I love this Kia. Let's never fight. Anyways, all right, so, hi, I missed all you guys. Sorry, I missed like everybody. Hey, Marion, Hexy, hey, how you doing? Brittany, everyone, I missed all the Beezers. Did I miss everyone who's in? Sorry, hello, I missed you guys. Thank you, happy belated. No name! Happy belated. Thank you, no name.
The way she keeps fucking with the hijab and like messing with the neck bit makes me feel like she's not been wearing that until she sat down and recorded the video, and that she's just put it on in order to record the video.
Thank you. Jumping right in there. Thanks. I look cute. No, I don't.
The live stream, sorry.
Hi. Okay. I have so much to talk about. House bees. Hexy, I know. Okay, so am I in a private spot? All right. You were so worried. Well, let me tell you what happened. So, thank you guys. Everybody, who did I miss? I missed a lot of... I think I missed some Beezers here. My nose is dry. Hi.
Get on with it.
Thanks, guys. For it's going so fast. Joey, Ghostface.
Skip.
It's like, happy belated birthday, Mr. Your Lives. Thank you, Boo Boo. Oh, I got a strike on my channel. I'm gonna wear them obsessively. Anyways, okay. So I got a strike on my channel. And at first I was like, what the F? You know, I was like pissed off. I was like, I have a strike on my... Rosemary! Hi, Marbles. Kayla! Trixie! Loyalty Beezer, thank you! Ready, start, rebees! Okay, sorry, I have to concentrate. Sorry. Hi, Carolina. Never have I ever. Paul Freed, everybody. Normally, Mimi. Shelly, I know. Okay, listen. Post that I made. Like, I deleted it, but it's about the... It was for the post that... Thanks, mistress.
Oh, please.
That I made
please,
about that.
just speak on the one thing and stop interrupting yourself. Please.
Lonnie lady, so... At first I was mad, and I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter, like, because I was responding to, I was triggered, as usual, but that's my problem, to be triggered. But anyway, I was triggered because I saw parts of a video on Yo Mama's live stream about her, and she was like, you know, calling me a heifer, and that my husband wouldn't touch me. So I, you know, said some nasty things back. So, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I got caught for it. I think
she did a community post against terms of service, attacking people, saying bad things. That's not just like a copyright strike, is it? That's a proper problem with your channel. At the same time, they're sending you out, apparently, the 1,000 subscriber plaque. So they'll be confused in the office, won't they, about which tax to take. We're supposed to be celebrating this channel and how well they've done on YouTube over the years. But also, we're going to be sending them a community strike guidelines.
It's weird that, you know, that YouTube doesn't, you know, keep the same energy for some other channels that swear and all that. But what I said was really nasty. So, you know what? I'm like, fine.
I do think there's a difference between content where you swear and community posts where you attack people. Like, there's a difference.
What I did was wrong.
Because, you know, we've been through it, haven't we, recently with Alan? What I do is fair comment on YouTube. But if you make a community post with my name, attacking me, atting me, stuff like that, then you're harassing me. Like, it's different.
I'll take the hit. I'll take the L. And you know what?
Yeah, a lot of fakeness, I agree. She looked out the window. She was messing with this when she said it was about the community strike. Has she been off YouTube for 10 days because of a community strike? Possibly. She's suddenly in Canada as well, though. That's a big change as well. So is one just completely separate? And she thought, since I've got a community strike, I might as well take the opportunity to go and take a break. Or is there something else going on that she's not telling us? I'm fully, for anyone that's watching that's Gore World, because I'm going to put this up on YouTube immediately after we've done this, anyone that's watching that's Gore World, I am fully in the camp of coercive control. Sala is coercively controlling her, and I think that she might have attempted an escape. I thought that the reason she wasn't on her channel is because she was too ashamed or afraid to go on it in some way. Maybe he had injured her in some way. You only get a very small picture of her face here. She seems very red over the one side. You know, I worry about those things. I'm not saying that's what's happened. I'm saying they're my worries.
It's a sign from God or from whatever, the universe, whatever you want to believe, that I needed that break. Like, this break has been amazing for me. And I know that's going to annoy you and it's going to make people mad, but it was so...
A break from what, though? YouTube or your marriage or Kuwait?
Amazing.
Because you're not in Kuwait and you're enjoying yourself a lot, away from that controlling man, away from that prison of an apartment, away from a place where you don't know anyone, can't talk to anyone, can't really do things like you can in this country. In Canada, you know, there's differences, aren't there? It's Ramadan in Kuwait, and the men don't mix with the women, and the women look down their noses at her for being a bad chuffer. Like, it's not going that well in Kuwait, is it?
But yeah, I just want to sit and chat here for a while.
What are you doing drinking that water? You're on Ramadan. Like, I don't mind if she wants to not do Ramadan, yeah, and just say, look, I'm Muslim, but I'm also massively obese and I've got problems with diabetes, so I can get a medical exemption from Ramadan and I just don't have to do it. I don't even mind if she does that. I mean, I do mind because I think everyone's got their own journey with God, but I do think it's a bit rich to be claiming religion as a sort of tool in some way for your media. Whatever she's doing with it, let's not get too deep into that right now. But I don't think she understands fully the spiritualism and the aspects of Islam that she purports to adhere to. So drinking water during Ramadan in the daytime is a bit of a no-no, isn't it? It is still Ramadan, isn't it? Alexa, what's the dates for Ramadan?
Ramadan began on the evening of Monday the 11th of March 2024 and is expected to end on Tuesday the 9th of April in the UK and Ireland.
Tuesday the 9th of April. So coming soon will be the Night of Power as well. Nobody knows exactly when it is, but there's one special night during Ramadan where your prayers and your dua and your charity is rewarded tenfold, like the night of power. So people generally, like, if they're good Muslims, they generally try and be more pious during Ramadan, and you don't know exactly which day the night of power is, so you're generally going to be a good chuffer as best as you can towards the end, like, even though it's tough. So I sat there slurping back the guzzly water. Like, it's a bit of a naughty look for someone who's supposed to be doing the fast, isn't it?
You thought I fell into the drain. So anyways, basically the break was awesome, you know? So,
like, because in one way it looks like I'm away from my husband and I'm wearing makeup and like Western clothes, driving around in the car drinking the water. I'm sort of saying a bit of a fuck you to my stricter Islamic husband who's out there in Kuwait. But in another way, she's got the hijab, like I think she's just literally parked up, got that out of her pocket, put it on. I don't think she's walking around in Canada with that on her head. Yeah. So, but she's put that on and she's got the wedding ring, you know, in shot, got the wedding ring. So that's like saying, like, you know, using the props, isn't it? but like props are one thing and living the life is another. So
yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what, I was nasty. Like, doesn't matter if I'm being nasty back, whatever. And like, my point is, like, I need to just ignore these people and really just focus on beesing, focus on, and I missed you guys so much. Like, you guys are my support system. I realize that in a lot of ways. Like,
what she means is she didn't get any money for the last 2 weeks, did she? Like, you see the financial difference if you're not uploading videos on the regular, don't you, Chantal?
I have to just try to make it in a healthy.
But it might also be, when we talk about narcissists, narcissistic supply. We saw it with Alan. If you're watching this and you're a Girl World person and you're watching me for the first time, then subscribe, you chuffer. It's only a fucking thumb button, isn't it? But also, check out my videos about nasty, angry Alan Vinicum. There's a playlist. So Alan Vinicum is a narcissist. And what we see with narcissists is that they... sorry, lost my train of
missed you guys so much. Like, you guys are my...
So, yeah, it's narcissistic fuel, it's supply. So getting attention, having narcissistic supply isn't just the money for Chantal. Like, it's good that she gets the money off YouTube, but I think if she got no money off YouTube, she would continue to use social media to gain attention for narcissistic supply.
My support system. I realize that in a lot of ways. Like, I have to just try to make it in a healthy way. Like, so yeah, I have to...
You're glad she's okay? Yeah, do you know what? I haven't been on the whole ride with her, and I've been looking into it a little bit recently, some of the history. Like, if she was in foster care and stuff when she was young, or was that Amberlyn Reid? No, I think she was in foster care when she was younger, and like, or was that Amberlyn Reid? That might be no, that was Amberlyn Reid, wasn't it? Sorry, I got that wrong. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Well, I was just going to say, like, you know, people have had hard lives, some of them, and you know, I got a lot of compassion. But then, as I've said a number of times about some of these chuffers on YouTube, is that they go over the line when they don't help themselves, but in fact make things worse and are mean and nasty to other people in different ways, and selfish and narcissistic. But I am glad, right? I don't want it to, what I'm trying to say is I don't want it to go down a weird dark path where she gets trapped in an abusive relationship in Kuwait and is basically locked in a room and forced to do mukbangs. Well, it's kind of an ironic fate, isn't it? But locked in a room and forced to do mukbangs beyond her failing health, because that's the only income that she can reliably provide to someone who sees her as a bit of a side project wife rather than a true love. So yeah, I don't want it to go down that weird dark, but I'd rather she got away from Salah, come back to Canada and carried on being herself in Canada. It's much more, what's the word? I think it's much more easy to to bully someone on the internet. No, I'm not a bully on the internet. I'm holding people to account for their bad behaviour. But I think it's much easier to be a detractor of someone when they're not having an awful time that you feel sorry for them, even if they've made it themselves. Like, she went out, got in that relationship, went out there, moved to Kuwait. It's not like I made her do it. But if she ends up in a controlling, coercive situation and she feels trapped and everything, at some point my sympathy will be there. It's the same with other lolcows. I have a sympathetic feeling because I'm a human being. Like, I'm not a horrible person. And then sometimes there's like a funny balancing game that happens. Like, sometimes you think, oh, I feel quite sympathetic, and then you see something and you go, actually, this reminds me why I'm not sympathetic to this chuffer. Why did I forget again? And I was starting to be nice to them again, and now they've turned around and been a chuffer again. You know, there's that sometimes a bit of a balance like that goes. And with most of these lolcows on the internet, the balance is quite firmly tipped in the weight of they're a bad chuffer. So if they're apparently living a bit of a selfish, debauched Western high life at the same time as being a bad chuffer, it's easier to ridicule them, isn't it? Whereas, or at least attempting that. Whereas if she's trying to be a good person and is having people do bad things to her, legit, not just bullying on the internet and, you know, holding her to account for her bad behaviour, but also the like the over the edge bad stuff that no human being should be forced to suffer. Then you start to feel sympathy for them, don't you? Yeah.
Be positive, because you know what? YouTube is a popularity contest. A lot of people don't like me. So any little way they can.
YouTube can also be an unpopularity contest, can't it, Chantal?
Obviously, they're going to report me, right? Especially if I do something that goes against terms of service. And if I get caught, that's like, is it worth risking my entire channel for going after every little, like, people who are saying, like, that I'm a pig? You know, like, no, I needed to check my behavior. It's like ruining my mental health, everything. So basically this break was amazing, and I
completely agree, and I don't understand. Like, I've seen it. Like, I would be straight about this because I'm detracting her. I could go I could be trying my hardest to get her attention with my videos to the point where she makes a community post angry about me. Like the way we went with Alan, you know, I angered him to the point where he talked about me in my video, in his videos, yeah, apparently, didn't I? Well, it's not intentional for me. I made him angry because he was angry about me, and he talked about me in his videos, yeah? So I saw that as a bit of a win, though, to be honest, because like, he's promoting all the ideas that he's trying to hide. Some detractors could say, there was a channel recently, a small channel, she did a community post about them. That channel got 3,000 subscribers overnight. So the pulling power of Chantel having a go at you in a community post is approximately 3,000 new subscribers. So to some smaller channels, that might seem like a really chess move to try and get under her skin to get community posted. And if she's going to be making community posts about all these different channels, then of course what's going to happen is that people are going to see it and say, oh, I want in on that. We can get under it. She might do one about me. You know, I can see her doing it about other people. So basically, yeah, it's a foolish move of her to be engaging in that way. Absolutely foolish. I'll tell you what, community posts are great for certain things, but you're a content creator, you're a video maker, and if you want to talk about people, if you really want to, you can talk about them in videos. It's probably not a good idea to do what Alan did and said, tonight's video is going to be about the crime case that I'm doing, and just before we get started, here's 20 minutes on the trolls. Like, that's not the best way to do it, but you could legit make just like a video answering back to the trolls and just put it out there and then do the other content about the other thing. And like, if you really felt like it, it's probably not such a good idea in lots of ways to engage in every petty dispute. And I would, me personally, I'd just say, fucking just get on with your stuff and like forget them. Like, you know, the issue with Foodie Beauty though as well, on another facet of this, is that trolls, in inverted commas, but I'm not going to call myself a troll or a bully, I'm going to call myself a detractor or someone that holds people to account for their behaviour, and I'm a reactor and I'm watching her content on YouTube and making fair comment. So I believe that she should listen to people that, I mean, I'm going to be trying to be fair and reasonable as well, because we've had a lot of different conversations on the channel about different aspects of what she's brought up with her content. So I'm going to try and be fair and reasonable. So she's got the opportunity to learn from people who are giving her legitimate critique, and if she takes that on board, like, you can improve yourself. It might not be nice to hear, it might not be a nice process to go through, but there's a difference between watching a detractor. Like, I've barely have the life experience to understand what it's like for her, do I? Well, I don't really have the life experience to see it from her shoes. Like, she can't even see her shoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. But no, I don't really have the life experience to see it from her shoes. And I was sorry about the flippant joke. Yeah. But what I do think is that, I'll get myself off track. Certainly, she could learn from constructive critique. So watching a video about herself might be a difficult watch. And depending on who she watches, she might be getting angry and wound up. If she's getting angry and wound up and she's responding to the anger like that, not the person, but the anger that's building within her, then that's a waste of her time and it needs to go in the bin. But if she's able to watch someone, I think Alex's shook is really good. You know, I enjoy his manner and his delivery. So if she's able to watch someone and calmly just say, okay, I don't like it because they're talking about me, but that thing they've said, that is a real thing, that's a legit thing. Whether an example would be, I start a weight loss journey, like we covered it on our channel. I said, £200 weight loss journey, I'm behind you, I'll support you, I'll be open-minded. And within a week it was, I've got fast food and my back is bad and I can't do it anymore. And this cyclical journey thing, like, you know, you could address that maybe and say, okay, from now on, we're not going to make any huge promises. Instead, we're going to do things subtly and announce the small successes. So rather than I'm going to lose £200, cross your fingers, let's hope it happens, I have lost £6, little victory. You know, like, we could move it in a different direction and create positives. Like, there's ways for her to adapt her behaviour, which I don't know if she's going to do another £200 weight loss promise or whatever, but, like, you know, it's an example of how you could listen to criticism and then change your behaviour based on it and improve yourself and your content. And, like, people always talk about the people like the lolcows, like Dark Side Phil, like, she's put in the box of internet lolcows, Gore World, Herd, Amberlyn Reid, narcissists, like, they're the boxes they get put in, yeah. if you fight it, like they want to fight the trolls, beat the trolls, I'm going to get one over on the trolls, you know, this damn fried Betty that said this thing about me and all this, yeah? Well, like, a good way to, the naive way, the sort of childish way is to say, just ignore them and do what you do, and then you win them, or live your best life and then you win. But, like, life isn't always good for you, so what do? Like, you lose when your life isn't good. I become a millionaire and I win, otherwise they win. Shit. You know, I got hit by a car. That was really bad. Oh no, trolls win. What's going on in my life is not they're winning or losing. Like, that's my life. There's no like quantifiable gain or loss for a troll if I'm having a good or bad time. In my opinion, like, that's their life, this is my life. But what I would say is that you can beat, in inverted commas, the trolls by actually listening to the things that they're angry about and taking on constructive criticism, as difficult as it may be, and showing contrition. Hard work might be hard work, but going in a direction that shows that you're listening and like working on it and improving. And it's really difficult to do, I suppose, for these people, but like all of those trolls, not all of them, but a lot of the trolls, a lot of the negativity that comes at her is like literally like a laundry list of things that if you fix, your content will improve and people will like you more. So it's just like people are doing a free consultation job, and all she wants to do is like get eggy. So
made a very big decision to move back to Canada, and honestly, if I had my way and I was rich, I would probably bounce back and forth all the time. No, you're not. You know what? I wouldn't. This journey, let me tell you this. One of the stories, okay? I want to tell you one of the stories of the horrors of being on the plane this time. All right, so normally, sorry, I'm just getting this out and I'll talk to you guys. Save your questions if you want to, but I normally fly with Qatar Airways or Emirates. I know I'm like, I only fly with Qatar. No, but there's a reason. All right, this time I decided, you know what? Hey, if I go with Qatar or Emirates, I'm on the plane for 13 hours straight because the transfer is only an hour of flight in Qatar. Kuwait to Qatar, then 13 hours. Canada, Montreal.
When we do this, well, when I do this, and I haven't done lots of it, but my idea is get really high before I get on the plane, like smoke as much weed as I can before I get on that plane, because it's going to be a long journey and I'm not smoking any weed. I take one of those little vaporizer pen things, even if they tell you you're not allowed to. I've got that. I'm fucking taking that. And then when I'm on the plane, if I can go to sleep, like maybe you're a bit more awake on the first journey for a bit, but like, you know, wait for a bit, watch a film, and then go to sleep. And like, if I can get any medication to help me sleep, like bloody hell, like 13 hours on a plane. All I'd want to do is sleep for 9 hours, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's still a lot of hours to be awake on the plane. I'd want to sleep for an extended period of time, really, and then just sleep. But I don't know if she can do that because she might not wake up.
I try a different route where Lufthansa, which is a German airline, I booked, I went from Kuwait to Frankfurt on Lufthansa.
Frankfurt.
Then I had an almost 3-hour layover in Frankfurt.
Right, so did you just stay in the airport in Frankfurt for 3 hours? How is that much better?
And then I had to, hi guys.
Hi. Stop touching your neck thing.
Air Canada. But they were both Airbus A330s, which, you know.
All right, and then you flew from Frankfurt to Canada, which is still quite a long flight, isn't it?
They're not the Boeing Max. So I was just happy about that. So then, basically, I thought, okay, I'm going to break it in half. It's not as bad. My body.
What, the Boeing Max?
It won't be as bad. Oh, I didn't like Lufthansa. Oh my gosh.
Stop touching that thing on your face. Look, this is what I'm saying. There's no way she's been wearing that thing on her face the whole day, yeah? Because she keeps touching it. It's irritating her. But if you got used to wearing it all day, you're not going to be constantly touching it. It's hot where she is. Whatever, like the situation is, it's making her sweat. So if she's been sat there sweating in it all day, she's not going to now be like, it's just been put on and it's irritating her.
It's not terrible, okay. But like I found the staff was not that friendly. They were more snappy. The food was okay. Here's the food. Okay.
She looks like a fucking scuba diver.
So on the first,
and that's not a diss at Islamic dress. It's the way that hers is so tight round her head. It's like a balaclava. Are they all like that? They're not, are they? Like they have more, like. Boris Johnson said the ladies look like letterboxes, and that was really bad. Right, but my common thing, yeah, look, a hijab is not as tight round the head normally, is it? Like, you get the wrapped scarves, but, like, hers is like I suppose that one's kind of tight. That one. No, in general, a hijab, like, you don't think of it as a, as like a gym leggings. Like, her hijab is like gym leggings. It's like those leggings that they're all wearing now on Instagram, isn't it? Whereas I'm thinking of something more with a bit of style, a bit of flair, a bit of what's the word? Elegance, flow, like wrapped material. Look, there's one. Look, this is a Nike one. Look, this one is like a sports hijab. That's a swimming hijab. So I'm right. I'm not even making a racist comment here at all. She looks like a diver. This is a sports hijab for swimmers. So she looks like a fucking swimmer. Because hers is like, it's like she's got like a sock on her head with a hole cut out for the face.
Flight. They gave me...
She works for Peter Folding, and what she... Oh, don't start me on this. She works for Peter Folding, and what she does is she jumps in the river and all the water splushes out, and then you can see the bottom.
Give you a sandwich. It's like this long. Okay.
I'm sorry, listen, I'm sorry if people are like, you're making jokes about weight. That was too easy for me. I'm sorry. It's only a little bit of, you know, making jokes about stuff. Maybe I should not. Maybe I should not. I feel a bit bad, but, you know, the fact that I feel a bit bad is enough, isn't it? Now, if you went to see a comedian and they did a joke about Foodie Beauty, that wouldn't be the worst one, would it? I mean, can we tell me in chat, can we give me a sort of moral barometer in chat? Am I being too rude there? Is that like fat shaming? I suppose it is fat shaming, isn't it? I don't know.
Nikki, move back permanently. Still following you. Okay, hi, Legally Blonde. I'll tell you guys in just 1 second, okay?
I was thinking a bit like a cartoon. Like, when I was a kid, I watched cartoons.
Check the comments. I have to get this out.
Beth says, yes, you're horrible. And Lisa says it's all light-hearted fun. So that's 50-50. Which... I don't know what the answer is.
So... Yeah, guitar is super nice. Basically... what was I gonna say? They give you a sandwich, and it's their vegetarian sandwich. And so I'm like, okay. Like, literally, that's how the attendant talks.
I'm like, okay. They come around with a sandwich, and I did not refuse it.
Sandwich. So I took it, and it had cream cheese, okay? The cream cheese, I don't know, messed with my gut. So that's digesting. By the time I get to the second leg of my, the Air Canada.
Oh my God. I can see where this is going. There are only small toilets on the plane, aren't they? Like, you would hope that she would take the opportunity during the 3-hour layover to get herself right installed in that big old toilet in the airport. You're not going to want to be going on the plane.
Please don't let anyone sit beside me.
It's not nice, to be fair, says Red Fan. Okay. Like, I see, I know that it's like, yeah, like, I see that one, when I did that one, like, I'm okay doing the joke about, well, it's not a joke, it's a statement of fact about how her head looks like a sports hijab. Yeah. The splash in the water bit was a follow-on from the idea of her going in the water, and then the Peter Folding thing came in, and like I think if I was just saying she's got a sports hijab on, look, and if she went in the water, all the water would splash out because she's so fat, then that's a bit more raw. But they said in chat, I'm not blaming chat, but they said she works for Peter Folding, and so I like created a conversation in my mind where her benefit to Peter Folding was that she aided his ability to see the bottom by merit of splashing the water out, which does involve an aspect of her weight. But the main joke is not purely that she is fat. It's that Peter Folding needs to see the bottom of the river. I'm really trying to claw my way out of this. I'm really trying to claw my way out of this. She looks like she's wearing a head bandage. Like she's got brain damage and she's wearing something to keep like the bandage on the top of her head.
Please don't let anyone sit beside me.
Now this is my problem though, is that I'm a comedy man on the internet, isn't it? And like she's on there doing her thing, and like also she does do videos where she eats loads of food as the thing, and that's what makes her fat, is she eats all that food. So it's like a choice she's made. It's not like if you're just a bit overweight and we're at the beach, I'm not going to be like, oh, have you seen that lady there? If she jumped in the sea, she's going to make the sea splash away. Hey, like, I'm not like that. But like this lady does videos on the internet week in, week out where she consumes large amounts of fast food, and that's made her really fat. I mean, she's really fat because of her lifestyle, yeah, which she's been doing on the internet for ages. So it's a slightly different like context, but where's the moral compass? Yeah, what we need is we need a moral compass on screen so that when I say it, it goes up into the red and I can like come back down. The reference was Peter Folding in a swimsuit. Exactly. It's a Peter Folding reference about a man who dredges a river with sonar, trying to get to the bottom of the river with his sonar. And like, you won't be able to drag her around. Way! She'll have to get in the dinghy. Way! She'll sink the dinghy. Way! I wasn't quite going that far, was I? So maybe I need another persona that I can do. When I do the really bad jokes, I'll pretend to be someone else, and then I can just do them. So, like for example, fat lady on a boat joke here, you know.
And I was literally praying, like, please don't let anyone sit beside me, Allah, please. Well, this guy comes bouncing down the walkway, sits right beside me.
And what do you think he was thinking when he came to sit next to you as well? Oh, please, God, please don't let me have to sit next to this woman. You know, is this my seat? Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he's listening to super loud music, like...
You're sat next to him, so he's not having the best time either.
Dance hall music. I don't know if you know what dance hall is.
Yeah, Pondy River, Pondy Bonk, Pondy River. Now I'm doing racism. Now I'm doing Jamaican gridlock, man. Total. Where's my wig? Yeah, I know what dancehall is. It's not racist, is it? It's not racist, is it? To do short? Is it racist to do Sean Paul's accent? Sean Paul, dirty-o, and I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them one do. Them one do. That's what he says. It's written in the lyrics. Still, I got to stick to my girls like glue. I'm a monopoly number 2. A lot of riddles in my head, and a lot of damsels in my bed to tell them lady. So what the girls said to me, she goes a woody woody. What the girls said, what the woody woody. You're glad she's back in Canada. I'm glad she's back in Canada as well. This will be edited to fuck what? My stream? No, I'm not. I was thinking to myself then while I was doing this. This is me self-editing live, so I'm not planning to self-edit. I'm not planning to edit this. I'm planning to put this up just as it is because you are who you are. Open to criticism on YouTube. Obviously, I'm not racist. This is me. This is the opposite. This is the opposite of racism. This is. She just asked if I knew what dancehall was. So, this is the opposite of racism. This is me critiquing racism. And also critiquing a lady for being fat while I'm eating cake. So, how'd you like them apples? Look, I'm eating some cake now. See how small the slice is? Look. It won't be my only slice, but... lovely cake. Made the wig come off. Look at that, the cake made the wig come off. Oh, get that cake down you. Fucking hell. Right, that mouthful's gone. Where's my next mouthful coming from?
I'm sure someone is. Anyway, he sits down and... Okay, whatever. I slept most of the flight. He ordered wine. You get like complimentary little bottles of wine on Air Canada.
Here, listen as well. I'm using the word fat. That's not fat shaming, is it? Because you can't fat shame someone by saying they're fat. It's the shaming part that's the shaming. It's implicit in the title of fat shaming that they are fat. So being fat is being fat, isn't it? I'm not one. Is there like a polite, politically correct word that I'm not using for being morbidly obese or something? Being fat's being fat, okay? You're sending Queen Cobra here to troll me. I can't even do her voice. I'll kill you. Josh. I clean your kitchen for you, Joshy. I'll also clean your fucking inside of your brain if you don't shut up and sit down.
He ordered wine and he spilled red wine on my clothes.
Oh my god.
Twice.
What?
So I smelled like a bottle of booze.
Actually, that's kind of unacceptable if you're Muslim, isn't it? To have someone sat next to you drinking and spilling wine on you during Ramadan. Like, that would be offensive.
I have to let out some chin, sorry. Okay, so...
She's still messing with the chins.
It smelled like a bottle of booze. I have to let out some chin, sorry.
She has to let out some chin. What's even that? What do you mean I have to let out some chin? You should do that as a slogan, catchphrase, put it on a bit of merchandise.
Okay, so... By the way, you guys don't have to delete messages, just let people talk, but only like really hateful, racist stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, so, I have a lot to talk about, so I need to get it out. What was I gonna say? So I'm not even really looking at the comments right now, so they can just go talk if you want, I don't care. Alright, so, that's when the sandwich starts hurting my stomach, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gurgling. For some reason, the cream...
She's on the plane. She didn't have the shit in the airport. She's going to do it on the plane. Salah's missed out on this one. Hasn't he? Salah's missed out on this. Is this story a special one for your husband? Like to keep him hot while you're away, yeah? You like to keep him on his toes. I've been away for 10 days, but honey, I'm coming back and I've had a cream cheese sandwich off the airport. Next time they give me that sandwich, I'm going to put it in my handbag. I'm going to bring it home. It's going to have been through hand luggage. It's going to have been checked at security. I'm bringing that sandwich all the way home. By that time, it's going to have an extra 48 hours in the Kuwaiti heat. Then I'm going to eat that bad boy. And oh, you wait. You wait, Salah. Mummy's coming home. You just wait. Mummy's coming home. And that vegan sandwich is going to be coming with her. Coming out of her. It's going to be like a fire hose. It's going to be like someone's knocked the edge off a fire hydrant on a movie. Kids playing in it. Hey! Sprinkler system. Oh, Salah. Mommy's coming home.
Cheese or something in that sandwich gave me the ultimate gas. It was probably the worst gas attack I ever had in my life.
Like, she hides it. Like, there's a difference. There is a difference between being a little bit, you know, bigger and being morbidly obese, you know, extreme, isn't there? There is a difference, like.
And we're like, the captain was like, okay, we have 20 minutes left till landing. Because, you know, landing is a whole
20
process.
minutes left. 20 minutes. 20 minutes left to landing. Okay, it takes time to get off the plane. Get your bags. But as soon as you're off the plane, there is a toilet. Like, so you don't have to get your bags. You can leave them for a bit and go to the toilet straight away. As soon as you get off, you go down a little corridor. It's bags, toilets are there. You don't have to... They let you go to the toilet in the airport. 20 minutes. So your other problem is you're going to get in the toilet, the little airplane toilet she's going to get in. Guts are coming out in the little airplane toilet. She's doing her guts, yeah? And then they're going to go, bing! The captain requests that we take your seats for landing. Can everyone please take your seats for landing? We're now coming into... What's the Canada airport? I don't know. What, Ottawa? Vancouver. What's funny about that? Vancouver. There's nothing funny about Vancouver. Ottawa. What's wrong with Ottawa? Oh, well, listen. Little British colony. You little British colony. You little British colony. What's wrong with Ottawa? There's nothing wrong with Ottawa. Ottawa. Not you now. Me. What? We're now coming into land at Ottawa Airport International. If you could all take your seats. I'm in the toilet and I'm not coming out. What? I'm in the toilet and I am not coming out. No, I've done one of my specials where it's been coming out. The G-strings caused it to split as it's fired, and we've got problems. Houston, we have a problem. You're still going to need to take your seats as we enter Ottawa National Airport. It will tip the balance of the plane wrong, and we won't be able to land properly. Is that a fat joke? No, it's a fact. People have to take their seats because it will tip the balance of the plane wrong, and it won't be able to land properly. You're not getting me on that one. Ah, listen, get in your seats. I'm still using my socks to wipe my arse. What? We didn't get into that, did we? Not yet, no. I'm using my socks to wipe my arse. Why are you doing that? They're not going to flush down the plane system. Use the towels provided. The paper towels provided. I've had this before. It's one of my famous stories. You've got famous stories. Me, yeah, famous ones. But you're trapped in a toilet on a plane, crapping out your guts when they're trying to land. I know. Is this going to be another one of your famous stories? Yeah, they're not going to be that good, are they, these stories? They're not that good. Probably not going to publish them in a book or nothing, are you? Well, I could write a book. Yeah. I'd need to. Use all the pages for toilet paper instead of my socks. Well, this is just rubbish, that. That doesn't even work as a proper callback. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're the one trapped in the toilet. Anyway, so we're back to this.
They gotta go down, 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 down. So there's like a gaggle of geese having an orgy in the background, and I'm freaking out. Listen. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Confirmed. Listen, put my head out the window. Listen for the geese. We couldn't hear them, but yep, confirmed. Can you just confirm that? Hang on, I can hear some geese. I'll just get confirmation on that for you. Confirmed. Yep.
And I'm like, okay, I can hold it, because I'm not about to go. Because you know when you're landing, they say, okay, the lock.
Oh, we're not going in the toilet in the plane. Oh, what a good suggestion. What a good choice. What a good idea. Yes. You can use your abilities as an adult to just not desperately run to the toilet. Instead, just hold it a little bit before you can get to a toilet. This is a good idea. An orgy of geese, she did. She did. I don't know why the geese are doing sex things, but she referred to it as an orgy. I don't know what's been happening over the last 10 days of her relaxing break.
The bathrooms are going to be locked. So, I couldn't go. I had to go. Like, I had to go.
Oh, wait, the bathrooms are going to be locked. Wait, she didn't have the opportunity. Hey, wait.
Locked. Hold it, because I'm not about to go. Because you know when you're landing, they say, okay, the bathrooms are going to be locked. So.
Oh no, she was just worried they were going to be locked. Yeah, but you get in there first if you need to go. Like, this is bizarre, isn't it, as well? Like, you kind of think, if I need to go, I'm going to get in the bathroom now because they're going to be locked. Like, 20 minutes is long enough to have a shit.
Couldn't go. I had to go. Like, I had to go. I had to go. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So,
yes, we all know what it's like to need to use the toilet.
I'm like, well, wait for landing. So we land, and
I mean,
then,
to
you
be
know,
honest, we haven't all eaten a cream cheese sandwich. That's really messed with that. Do you think it's the cream cheese sandwich? Because listen, here's another point. She's got this little smile on. Look, she got a little smile on. Wait. Look at her little smile. She's a known liar, yeah? She's like a notorious liar. Right? Oh, look at your smile. Oh, look at that smile. Who's doing the smile? Who's doing their little smile? Hey, who's doing their smile? Hey, way, smiling. You got me smiling again. Got me smiling again. Smiling. So, do you think it's possible that Chantal went for a 3 to 5 hour flight from Kuwait to Germany on an empty stomach and didn't eat any food until she got to the layover, whereupon she had one sandwich, and that set off her tummies? Or is it at all possible that she might have fueled up on breakfast, grabbed a load of snacks, eaten food on the first aeroplane, been given a sandwich during the layover, handed a sandwich? It wasn't her fault, remember? She was handed this. She could hardly say no. During the layover, she's gone to the restaurant in the airport. She bought some more snacks. She's got on the next plane. She's been all the way to Canada on the plane. No food has gone into her during that process, apparently. She hasn't mentioned anything there. So I'm saying it's possible that she's had food at different points during the day, and it's not just the one sandwich that set her off. Let's continue.
Plane. Okay. Chantal's Red Wing. I'm shook, Chantal. Ain't even mad. Welcome home. Thank you! Thanks, guys. Okay, let me get this out. Sam broke Yava's life. We win, Chantal. Haha. We told you so.
Get back in your seat.
I don't even get... What? Is that... Oh, that's a hate comment? Oh, that's okay. You don't have to delete that. I don't care what they say. Okay, listen. It takes forever to deplane. Everyone's just standing there like waiting.
Deplane. That's actually I think that is actually a phrase. Deplane is actually a real thing, but I hate it. Because if you're going to get out of a train, then you're going to... No, wait, it's not a thing, is it, deplane? It's disembark. It's disembark, isn't it? It's not deplane. Alexa, define deplane. So there you go. There's nothing, no response.
For them to open the door, and
is it disembark?
I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get to go. I'm like,
it might be deplane. I mean, who knows?
I need to go. Then we're all standing up. I grab my luggage from the overhead bin on board, and I was like, what?
Wait,
no.
Evacuating is the problem that she's got, isn't it? So.
Oh no, they're gonna like investigate people. Why do you have to hold up the whole plane to investigate one person trying to get into Canada? You know, and like I'm like, oh no, I can't make it. I'm so sick from this sandwich, and like, oh my gosh, I couldn't hold it. I was like, I couldn't hold. Like I'm like plane to investigate, and the guy's like, okay, everyone sit back down because immigration is coming on board, and I was like, what? No,
I bet she was scared for her.
Like investigate people. Why do you have to hold up the whole plane to investigate one person trying to get into Canada? You know, and like I'm like, oh no, I can't make it. I'm so sick.
It's not that she's really worried about the whole plane. It's herself that she's worried about.
From this sandwich, and like, oh my gosh, I couldn't hold it. I was.
This is
like,
her big story. She's come back, right? Everyone wants to know where she's been for 10 days, and this is her big story: is that she needed a shit. So, psychoanalysis. This is deflection, distraction. I mean, even the talk of feces is going to get people going on about Salah. You know, it could be a guarded pop at Salah. I feel there's a turbulent... Like, my honest opinion is that the relationship with Salah is not satisfactory. She doesn't like him as much as she pretends. He doesn't like her as much as he pretends. He's coercively controlling her to get money and clout or whatever, and, you know, to use her. And she's engaged in that process and in denial as well herself. And I think during that, she has anger problems with Salah. She wants to have a pop at him, but she can't in some ways because it would anger and cause all those other problems. So she has sneaky digs, maybe. I know this is a bit of a far reach, but does she not think that talking about doing shits on the internet while she's, like, you know, is that not going to get all the people that talk about her husband and the fact that he was, I say husband, you know, marriage that it is, official marriage that it is. He was, when she was away last time, because she's in Canada now, he's in Kuwait. Last time she went to Canada and he was in Kuwait, the minute she left, he was emailing and text messaging and voice messaging one of her fans saying, oh, I'd love it if you shit on me. Oh, you're sexy. Why don't you shit on me? Get your Christian crucifix and do a shit on it. Oh, and he was being really fucking weird. So the feeling is that, for me, it's weird to then bring up doing poos as your main content thing in the first video back after having gone to Canada. Everyone's going to be interested. Well, where have you been? You've been banned. You've been blocked. Like, and also, right, if she's been blocked off YouTube for 10 days and not able to comment, fair enough. You get blocked, you have your community strike. But she's also got a Twitch channel, and she's also got other means of communicating. So she could have done Twitch streams. She didn't. So there is something else, like, creepy weird going on behind the scenes a little bit. You know, it's a little bit strange just to take a radio silence break. And if she'd taken a break to Canada, right, and Salah wants to know what she's doing, then he can not watch it on the internet because she's not doing it on the internet. So he doesn't know. But if she did regular streams and updates, he would know. Maybe he's just, like, talking to... I mean, publicly, no. Like, privately, of course, she's talking to behind the scenes, isn't she? But do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a thing that by not talking about it, by not jumping on Twitch, it's all secret, whatever's going on. So there's something weird. And I think this immediate choice to talk about, I needed a poo on the plane, is designed to be entertaining. It's designed to be... like, she's thought about what she's going to talk about. She hasn't thought, right, I'll sit down and just see what happens. Oh, I've ended up talking about the poo story. Whoops. But there's a lot of different layers to it, isn't there? There's a lot of different... some of it is deliberate deception, like it's deliberate deflection from the real questions and serious issues that people are going to be wanting to question about. And it's also throwing the trolls a bone as well, isn't it? That, oh, she was stupid, she wanted to do a poo. Oh no, she looks stupid. And it's also throwing shade in a way. It's like, it's bringing up the Salah, like, shitgate again. To watch all the detractor channels that talk about it have jokes about Salah doing a poo, like I did when she talks about this. So yeah, interesting choices.
Like, I'm like, I can't. Anyway, somehow miraculously I did. They checked our passports. Like, they checked everyone's passports. So that's the story on that. So now, being in Canada, hi everybody, nice to see you. Sorry I didn't look at the comments really.
I wonder if she was the immigration problem person on the plane, because she's supposedly married a Kuwaiti man and lives in Kuwait now, but she's coming back to Canada. Like, I wonder if she was the one that they wanted to talk to, and she had to explain, no, I'm a Canadian national, and like, you know.
I'm moving here. I can't stand the summer in Kuwait.
She's moving there.
It's bad for my health. I need free healthcare because even no matter what my visa status would be there, I don't want to talk about that, but it would be expensive. So just make whatever you want of that. If you want to think that I have this visa, that visa, doesn't matter. It's okay, fine, whatever.
Wait, she didn't even finish the shit story. When did she go for a shit?
I'm moving forward. Like, they checked everyone's passport. Like, I couldn't hold, like, I'm like, I can't. Anyway, somehow miraculously I did. They checked our passports. Like, they checked everyone's passports. So that's the story on that. So now being in Canada.
That's the story on that. There's no story on that. You needed a shit, but you didn't go. When did you go for the shit? When did, like, you can't open that story and, like, the culmination of the story is, and then I went and took a shit. You can't leave us hanging. They check your passport, then it's for the end. Anyway, the real issue is that you're moving to Canada and you're not going back to Kuwait. And that's going to be the duration of the summer. Salah can't come with you because he's not allowed for some reason. Like, is he not allowed to come on holiday even? Like, Salah's not with you. You're not with Salah. You put your wedding ring and your hijab on for the video. But in the normal day-to-day goings on, I can't imagine you're wearing that. And your wedding ring's probably not featured either. It feels like you're having a break from Salah. Like a break. Things have got a bit weird out there and you needed a break. You're going to say you need free healthcare because everyone knows you need free healthcare. That's like absolutely, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, she needs the free healthcare. But the subtext that we haven't heard about yet, and I hope we do get to hear some about it. I mean, maybe we won't get to hear any about it, but the subtext really is, what the fuck is going on with you and Salah? Alex made a good video recently saying he thought the relationship was over. I'm worried about darker things, but at least she's away from it, and it seems like she's going to stay away from it. And I question, after a summer of being away, how quick she will be to want to return, and what other things can happen during that break, because she was only away for a week before, and he was like, basically, do a shit on me, I fucking love you, you Western whore, to somebody else. Right? So how long can it take before he fucks up, before things break down, or she makes a different decision? Will she ever return, is the big question, isn't it?
So,
does she smoke? Yes.
That's the story on that. So now being in Canada. Hi everybody, nice to see you. Sorry I didn't look at the comments really. I'm moving here. I can't stand the summer in Kuwait.
Now she takes another sip of the water, which is prohibited during Ramadan. So it's not just the summer in Kuwait, it's also Ramadan, so she probably doesn't like that either. Being segregated in society from the men. Not having a friendship group of people. And not being able to eat or drink during the day. Like, having to cook all these different meals for her husband. No, she probably didn't like that.
It's bad for my health. I need free healthcare because even no matter what my visa status would be there, I don't want to talk about that, but it would be expensive. So just make whatever you want of that. If you want to think that I have this visa, that visa, doesn't matter. It's okay, fine, whatever. But it is expensive. Just say that, okay? Honestly, this, I know you're going to think it's cringe, but I'm leaving it up to God. Like, I'm just going to control what I can control in my life and not worry so much. So, like, because, like, honestly, when I'm dead, the anxiety, what I'm worried about won't matter. You know, I'll be, like, honestly, I don't know, I have to worry about myself. Nikki P. Browning, are you going to move in with peace? I hope you have help. Thank you. I'm not sure what I'm doing at all. Like,
that sounded really confused. I'm going to let God handle it. I'm not going to worry, because when I'm dead, I won't worry about anything. I've got to worry about myself. Like, I'm going through it quite quick because it's an hour long and I want to watch it and get through it. But what she basically said there is very confused. Different philosophies. She doesn't really understand the Islamic spiritualism, like the deeper sense of the Ummah, like being part of a wider group in all these ways. Like, I have to just worry about myself is not a very Islamic principle during Ramadan. And what she really means is, it's going wrong in Kuwait. The Salah thing is fucked. I just want to be myself and do what I want to do. And that Kuwait thing, like, it's nice on camera. It was good for a bit of a dream and a drama. But really, day to day, it's not what I want to be doing. And being back in Canada for a month, or for, what was it, for 10 days, or however long she's been back, like for a week, she's been able to go to a fast food restaurant of her choice with a drive-through, talk to the man at the window herself, meet with other ladies and men in a public place all mixed up together. I mean, I'm joking a bit. Kuwait's not as extreme as some other Islamic countries because it has been westernized due to us having that massive war out in the countries for the oil, wasn't it? And Britain taking control of it at one point and all that. But like she obviously doesn't enjoy the life out there. She says it's too hot, but it's not that. She doesn't enjoy the culture and the lifestyle. She enjoys it much more in Canada. So there we go.
Like,
We're going to do what's most important for her, and she's okay with that. I mean, we're okay with that. We are Western. That is sort of capitalism. It's sort of Randian, you know, capitalist values, right wing conservatism. Like, you are an individual. Fuck society. Do what's good for you.
Definitely getting an apartment. Like, I need to get my own setup here, so I need to set up everything, which means I have to like get everything from scratch. Like, I'm not rich. Like, we are okay. Like, we do fine. Like, we were able to, like, you know, everything, fix the car, get me here, which was like crazy.
Who's we? We were able to fix the car and get me here, which was like crazy. And there's like a wistful, almost sadness to her when she looks off at that. Who's we? We're not rich. Does she mean her and Salah were able to... I don't know the law, the deep law about this car, but my guess is that the car is left in possession of the parents or a family member, and to get the car fixed up for her to drive when she returned required it to be repaired in some way. So she was like, I need a car when I come back. Oh, your old car's there, but it won't run anymore. It needs fixing. Well, fucking, it's got to be fixed. And like, whether her parents or some family members, after some, I need to come home, I'm in trouble, I need to come home, you need to save me, you know, get me home, sort of, like, I wonder whether it was that, or whether her and Salah were able to put together the financial package to get her home and to fix the car. Options, I don't know the answers. But I wonder who we is, really.
It was a cheaper though on those two flights, but I'm never gonna compromise this. I can't. It's too.
Could it have even been one of her exes? Because I hear that some of her exes still have a little bit of a fondness for her in some ways, or at least she might burden them with her problems.
Canada is really good though. Air Canada. The only thing is they don't have personalized vents. I was almost dying.
Air Canada.
I'm also getting Sam.
Air Canada though, not Air Kuwait. I know it sounds silly, it might be nothing, but I'm trying to read into things, try and, you know, think about, and if I was booking, like, from the Kuwaiti end, if it was Salah controlling this, he might choose his perception as to what is, like, you know, the right one would possibly be the Emirates or something, you know, something more Arabic. Like, the Air Canada wouldn't be important to him, is what I'm saying, but for her, Air Canada's important, it's home. It's, you know, it's safe hands. Like when I fly British Airways, because I'm British, like I fly British Airways, I feel like, good, I'm flying British Airways. Doesn't matter where I am in the world, I'm with British Airways, so I feel comfortable. And it's silly because, like, they're just a different air company, aren't they? Like, they're just flying planes around. Like, but I'm British, so I like British Airways. The end. So her having the Air Canada ticket for the final one, she could have gone the long way, the big, didn't she? But she chose the break, the hop. Like, I wonder if it was her and Salah booking these tickets and her insistence she wanted that, or whether from the other end someone might have said, we can get you home, we can get you on Canada Air flight, but you need to get to Frankfurt. You know, like, maybe this, I don't know.
I'm back. Like,
ultimately, I don't know the deep history with her and her parents and stuff, right? I'm not aware of who's got resources or what to help her, but I do know that if, with most people, even if there's been difficulties, if they have that cry for help and they say, I'm in this difficult situation in this foreign country and I just need to get home, like, it might be like, not again, not another problem, it's quite expensive, but we can get you a plane ticket, you know?
Back when I get my place, the foster lady, she's like, after all, she had a cat before Sam, an older cat, and he doesn't really like Sam. I thought they were getting along, but no. Are you worried about Salabis? Thank you, Jessica. You know what? No, I'm not going to worry about that. Like, I have my trust and renewed trust. I said I would do it, like, trust, like, and, you know, like, I'm just going to live life. Like, whatever happens, happens. You know, I'm not going to stress about that.
Yeah, there you go, right. So, are you worried? The question was basically, are you worried about Salah being faithful? essentially. And she's like, no, I'm not worried. I'm just going to put my trust in faith and trust. And what she means is, I can trust that he's going to be unfaithful. I can predict that. And then I'm going to use it to leverage myself out of the situation while I'm miles away.
There's nothing I can do. I'm not a fly on the wall over there. I can't live my life distrusting somebody, you know? Like, I can't waste that energy.
But also,
if I ever learn of something, that's different.
Signal of coercive control, the unwillingness to put any blame on Salah publicly at this juncture, and to state publicly that he is basically, like, in order to say that I'm going to trust him means he must be trustworthy. So that's a bit of a statement, isn't it, on the internet, and possibly from someone who fears the reprisal of the person they're talking about.
I'll deal with it, but I'm not gonna... No, I'm gonna focus on myself. Yeah, there's a lot of things I miss, like, that I didn't think I would ever miss when I first moved to Kuwait. And when I got here, I was, like, very patriotic. I was like, Canada! But a lot of people on the plane were looking out and they were like, you could tell they missed Canada. Like, you get homesick, but now I miss Kuwait a lot too. Because when you ingrain yourself in a culture for a year and a half or however long I was there, it's like, you know, and I miss Julia and Harry so bad. Like, that's like, no matter which country I'm in, I have heartbreak because I miss my cats here. And then I miss Julia, like her little face and her fishy breath. Ooh! But Salah is a good cat dad. I don't want to leave him. Like, you
can get the cat sent over.
Genuinely looks sad at the thought of leaving Julia.
Probably has to do quarantine. More water.
Yeah, Sergi.
I mean, I'm not critiquing if she wants to not do Ramadan, that's fine. Like, I'm not the Muslim police here, but I thought she was doing Ramadan, so it's strange to watch her sipping all that water.
Hi, Brittany, Ghostface. Inshallah, he can come here, yeah. No, I'm not here to renew my visa. He hated animals that move. He used to, Half-Light. He used to.
Inshallah, he can come here, yeah, and we just moved straight off it. So, you know, she wasn't excited by that, was she? She wasn't like, oh, yeah, he can come here, and when he comes here, I'll do this, and we're going to do that, and we can't wait for him to come here. Like, she's just like, yeah, he might come here, right? Anyway, so...
He was not an animal person. He was not raised with pets. He could care less about them before. He didn't hate them. Like, you know, he wouldn't hurt anything, but he fell in love with Julia. In love. Like, there's not... I'm
going to speed her up a bit, and then I'm just going to let her, like, cook for a bit, because we're only 18 minutes into an hour and 20-minute video, so...
About 15 times a day. I'm like, are you harassing the cat again? Because he grabs her and holds her and just kisses her.
And it might not all be good for me to react to all of this stuff, you know, so I'll just let this go a bit.
For like 5 minutes straight. And she doesn't persist, but you know how cats look whenever you hold them? They're like, do you hear the geese? Anyways. Dispensary time for wheelchair bees. I can't believe it. Yes, of course I miss him. All the time. Yeah. No, Ramadan's not over. I didn't have to fast while I was traveling.
Ramadan's not over. She didn't have to fast while she was traveling.
And yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been doing that right now.
And she's not doing it right now. See, told you. She just don't give a fuck. Like, yeah. She's not really Islamically spiritual. Because if she was, and it was about this combination of, you know, her feelings and God and all that, if that was the case, then there's no way she would just be not really doing that right now. In fact, like, it's just total proof, isn't it, that she just don't give a fuck. Like, so there you go.
But yeah, what do you have questions about? Creepy comfort and crime! Thank you! Oh yeah, I can like the comments. Welcome back, you've been missed. Oh, thanks, I'm glad you guys missed me. Nicolina.
But what I don't understand is, if she don't give... I mean, maybe she just likes this because it covers her neck. But, like, if she don't give a fuck, then why does she wear the hijab thing and pretend to be Islamic? Like...
Let it go on the plane so bad I couldn't hold it. It was like a machine gun mixed with a tuba. I'm religious, I don't care. Here's the thing. There's religion and there's culture, okay? I'm Canadian, like, blood-wise, and we believe in the medicinal power of marijuana, so that's something I'm going to consider because,
What do you mean you're Canadian blood-wise and you believe in the medicinal power of marijuana? It's got nothing to do with being Canadian blood-wise, the DNA. Canadian DNA in you. What does that even mean? Of Canadian blood-wise. There isn't a Canadian blood-wise. It's not... Canadian is not an ethnicity. And that's not like a historical medicinal... What you mean is, you want to fucking smoke weed and eat edibles, so it's legal in Canada.
Oh, I know it would be frowned upon by most Muslim people, but for me it's like... I don't know. It's like medicine for me. I feel like having like a night when I get home, like whenever, you know... You do your whole day, be productive, and then later at night for a treat, like to relax, it's like medicine. Look,
right, for a treat to relax, then it's not medicine, is it? Like, just be real. You can't argue that it's Islamically acceptable to just have your treat and relax. Like, I can smoke weed and be a Sufi and say, God probably thinks this is bad that I'm doing this. There are aspects of it that God might approve of, but the negative aspects of being detrimental to my health, it's bad. Haram, yeah? But, like, you just have to accept it. You can't be like, well, like... It's medical, so that, you know, in the evening with a glass of wine, I just get my medicine down me. It's not medical. You're just justifying your desires, which is also acceptable if that's the way you want to live. But the difficulty is pretending and being fake in the same breath. It's so offensive to so many people.
You know, the CBD and that can help with pain. I can't take too many more NSAIDs. Like, my stomach is going to have a hole like this big inside it.
Big up Snippies.
So...
The maple leaf, yeah. Maybe the maple leaf is marijuana, and maybe we've all been conned all these years, and maybe it is a Canadian genetic trait to, like, smoke weed or something.
But I'm still Muslim. I still believe in God, and, like, how can I just automatically... you know what? You can stop believing. People switch all the time. People go through struggle, you know? I think religion is something very personal, you know?
She was going to say, how can I just switch religion? But then she realised that that's how she got into this in the first place. Is it wasn't a process, a learning, a revelation, anything like that. It was, I'm getting married to a Muslim man, I'm moving to a Muslim country, so I think I'll be Muslim now. This season, Muslim is in. That was what it was. So she did just switch.
Oh my goodness.
So she started to contradict herself in her own bollocks there, so she just moved off it.
Brianna! Glad you're okay.
Using the chat now to just use as a distraction.
I was worried your mouth got you in trouble. Be safe and not talk personal business online or speak ill of others. You're right. Thank you. Thanks for the super chat, Nikki B. Knowing. We like honesty, less hate when you're being real. Thank you. Thank you.
She's not being real. Like, she took those comments, but if anything, she was being anything but real there. She was talking around in circles, talking shit, because she wouldn't admit the truth, which is that she doesn't really care about Islam. She's not really spiritual for it. She doesn't follow it. She's not interested in it. All the rules and all that. She doesn't want to do any of it. She believes in God, like, in general. So there you go. So she's not really, like, strongly Islamic. So that's fine. You don't have to be. And, like...
You guys, I know you guys are all happy because, like, this is the land of the bees. For the land of the bees. Oh, no, that's the American. The geese is getting on my nerves. Anyways, I was thinking as a celebration, let's go eat somewhere. But I'm going to come back live when I get there because you know the rules.
I mean, maybe you could say you're influenced by Islam. Not culturally, but spiritually. That's why I said, like, that's what I was saying about Sufism. Like, there are different, I suppose you call it sects. If you don't want to get into that much, you just say, like, I'm religious and I believe in God, but I'm not really strongly theological. I'm not like practicing Islamic, wouldn't you? That's what you'd say. Bees. She calls the people who watch her the Beezers. Like, we're going to have a bees together. B-E-E-Z. Like, we're beezing. Like, we're having a good chat or something. Like, it's her. Like, you know how we've got the Mimp Squad. She's got the Beezers. So.
I look happier.
If you're Muslim and normally work at night, do you fast at night? And no, you're lucky. You just get to work. Like, if you're Muslim and it's the daytime and it's Ramadan, you can't eat. And if it's the nighttime, you can. So that's the basic gist of it. Like, what they tend to do in Islamic countries, I'm led to believe, is people will actually sleep during the day, like take siestas and stuff, because you can't do anything, you can't eat, and it's difficult. So the evening, when the sun goes down and you can break the fast, they actually have elaborate meals, sweets, like it's a feast sort of like thing. So during Ramadan, people actually put on weight instead of losing weight in Islamic countries because they changed their lifestyle to suit being able to eat at night instead of the daytime. So in general, yeah, you just get the luck of the draw, and it changes through the year. Like, it's not with the Gregorian calendar, so Ramadan will be moving over the time of your life. So some years it will be in the summer, and some years it will be in the winter as the thing moves. So some places will have an easier or more difficult Ramadan, and yeah, I guess like it's just as it is. I guess like you do the Ramadan every day, so you might as well convert. There is, I'll tell you what, I've done it myself once, and I get it, like I don't eat a lot in the day, but when you're not even allowed a sip of water, there are times where you think, fucking hell, like, whoa, like this is tough. But I get it, you probably do a similar sort of routine, yeah.
But what you said was true.
Eating at night does help put on weight. Maybe it does. I mean, it's just the way they do it as well. It's like imagine it was Christmas every evening, like, and you had a nice big family meal and people came around and like celebrate. Like, not every night in Ramadan will be Christmas for it, but in an Islamic country it's a period of celebration. So like the breaking of the fast at the end of the day is considered to be like, it's, you know, it's like Christmas time sort of thing. Well, not Christmas, but you know what I mean, like it's a celebration, festive time. So you can, if you want, go and have a nice big Ramadan meal and extended festivities pretty much every night. So yeah, it's and it's a month long as well. So like you'd think because you're fasting, you're losing weight, you're being, and then at the night you just have your dinner and then that's that. But it's not. It's like they go the other way and have a bit more during the evenings, like dates, fruit, like sticky sweets and stuff, like more sugars.
What did I say? Hi, Rabbi. Hi, everybody. What did I
And it's spiritual as well. Like, you know, you're closer to God during this time. You've been doing the fasting, so it's nice to get together with people and like, you know, celebrate the love and the positivity as well, isn't it? There's a lot of charity that goes on during Ramadan because, as I said, there's a night that's the during one of the nights you get vested with like, it's like bonus score. Like, so if I give food to charity, that's great, but if I do it on the night of power, it's like giving 10 times the amount in terms of heaven score. So you do your good works during Ramadan and you hope that on the night of power you get that bonus score for something you do. Like, so people are generally more charitable and like are thinking more about how to put their sort of you know, bank their charitable deeds for the year during Ramadan. I think it's definitely a time of positive social reflection in that way as well. So there's a lot of positives about it. It's not just we don't eat and then, you know, do some prayer. Although there's a lot of praying as well, like for the more pious, of course, for those that can recite the Quran. There's extended recitals and, you know, stuff like that. Again, the night of power, if you're reciting the whole of the Quran during the night of power, you're getting 10 times bonus score. So people are into that as well.
because of chronic pain?
Travel is an exception, and also illness, like if you're poorly, you're right, pregnant or sick. So she could literally just avoid it by just saying, I've got diabetes, the end. Like, but she doesn't understand any of it. It's her will, it's her choice to want to do it. Like, for her, she's like, it's just a cultural thing. People aren't eating right now, so I don't want to be there because I want to eat. But like, it's supposed to be Ramadan. It's supposed to be between you and God, and you're supposed to feel that spiritual connection. So why would you want to break the bonds of Ramadan? Like, why would you choose to? Why would you feel that? Like, unless you feel that God has given you that exemption and you're good with God and that's cool. Why would you want to not do it? Like, it's her attitude to it that proves that she just doesn't have the spiritual connection or isn't Muslim. Like, she'll wear the hat, but she won't. Like, she could talk the talk, but she's not walking the walk. She's just not living it in her heart. And that's probably emblematic of the whole of the Kuwait experience. You know, it's good for a fun, it's good for a dress up, it's good for a holiday. It's nice to tell everyone you've got a husband, and like, in some ways she probably thought she might live as a princess, someone fetching her grapes while she sat on the sofa in this lovely hot country. But it doesn't actually, like, you know, her fantasy world and the reality are not the same. So she prefers Canada, the end.
Yeah, that's to me, it's like medicine, you know? Sushi. Jessica, your channel's been blowing up, huh? Yeah, thanks, Golden Girl. Lolo, everybody, crab legs. Carol Chimes. Our home in Beesing Land. What did you say? Oh, Canada, our home in Beesing Land. True.
And all this rolling around in the chat with these people, like, you know, it reminds me of how things are. I would say like how they used to be. I haven't watched her all that time. You know, I'm not a long time watcher, but she behaved like this in the past more, didn't she? When she was in Canada earlier days before Salah, she still behaves like this on her live streams generally, but you know, she's now back in. It's like she's regressed mentally and socially in some way. Like in Kuwait, she's become more of an independent, well, not really independent, but an independent adult woman who has to live in that Islamic, you know, to be an Islamic wife, in inverted commas, like, she had to pretend to be a grown-up, but she would rather mess about pretending to be a kid.
Home of the bees. Imagine I'm getting King Beezer back, and I'll never leave him again. Pretty soon he'll be strumming on a new counter. I can go back to Kuwait, yeah. Thank you, no name. Sham. Kuwait, look, I love Kuwait, and I do miss Salah like a lot. It's so hard being in a long distance marriage, and for who knows how long. But this is like a sacrifice I have to make, and it'll be a true test of our relationship too, because
who knows how long? Not who knows how long it will be long distance, but who knows how long it will be a marriage, and it will be a big test. Yeah, and what happens if you fail the test? Well, then you could just fuck it off.
You know, like that long of distance? No. We'll see. You know, and I'm here to like, also, I have to work on myself, but I need a plan. So on the 18th, I have like a therapy session. But I'm like starting immediately because I have help from my family to like, you know, help me get in place.
There you go. Told you, help from the family, a therapy session. She's gone to the family and she's cried at them. This is my opinion. It's not fact. You know, the Beezers or the Gore world can tell me different. I would love it, actually, if I picked up some viewers from Gore world who hadn't seen me before and were interested in what I thought. They might critique what I've got to say, because I'll put my hands up. I haven't been watching. You know, I said this. I'm fairly new to Chantal world, but I've got a mind. She's cried to her family. I need to come home. I've got problems. I don't like being here with this man. Save me. And they've had to come through, because ultimately your family do, don't they? When shit really hits the fan like that, she needs the hospital treatment, mental health. You can come home, but we want you in therapy. My family, like, it's not the first thing that I've done when I got back is dealt with like you know, it's therapy. And I think the reason that now I'm thinking this hijab has been put on just for the video is because they're not going to have her wearing that at home. Like, the Islamic thing has got to be as well. Like, if you're going to come in this house and we're going to help you, we're going to set some ground rules too. I don't know if they would be bold enough to say Islam in the bin, but I don't think they're going to be very accommodating of it, especially if she's going to cry about Kuwait, Salah, the situation. You know, they're going to sort of say, well, do you want to be in an Islamic country, an Islamic wife? And she's going to say, no, I want to be in Canada and I want to be like normal Chantal again. And they're going to say, well, take off the hijab and stop messing. And she's going, oh, I will then, okay. You know, that, like, she'll have to show some contrition to the family in order to get what she wants out of this bargain, which is they're going to pay for her to have an easier ride again. Very, very nice for the family to do that, I think. But yeah, oh, totally as well, Beth. The relationship there is over, in my opinion. She's using this as a, like, it's probably in her mind over, probably not discussed explicitly with Salah, but she's going to use this space and time to allow it to peter out and dissipate and be over without it being a big drama on day one on the channel. But I think in her mind, if she was being real, because she just can't seem to be real, but if she was being real, she would say, it's over. Like, the way she was speaking about it then, there was no excitement or hope for the future. Salah is not invited to come here. She wants to do what she wants to do. And if she's lucky, the way she was saying it, the long distance won't stand the test. He won't be able to, he'll break his thing one more time. Or in actual fact, a great irony, a funny irony would be that she'll be relying on the troll channels, the detractors, to expose Salah a second time. And if they are to do so, then she'll be able to say, that is literally enough. I can't, sorry. She's the pity party. It's all on sad for her, but Salah is a bastard and she loved him, but he's done too much and she can't go back.
And stuff. My makeup, I don't have a lot on. Can we go in the handbag? I missed down under. Yeah, soon, sometime soon. Yeah. I guess, of course, I miss him, and I don't want to shit talk him. Like, that's the only thing I ask. Let's just not talk about him. You can have your opinions, but just keep them to yourself. Like, you know, just, he is my husband, and, you know, it's important for me, like, a little bit of respect for that. Lolo, 34 months! Girl, I knew it. Felt you were back. I'm glad you were taking care of you. Thank you!
She literally said, don't shit talk him. You know, she said, don't shit talk him. Referring to Poopgate again. It's obviously in the forefront of her mind.
But we're just going to be, thank you so much, Lolo. We're going to be, yeah, someday he can visit, but, like, for now, I have to focus on me and, you know, Beezing.
Someday he can visit. And for now, I just have to focus on me. He's gone. He's done. She don't want to be with him. She's escaped.
He's going to take care of the pets. Don't worry about them. He's taking really good care of them. And I, like, talk to him every day, you know, on video to see, okay, this...
Yeah, I bet she does. I bet she does keep an eye on what's going on there. And I bet she is playing this like, watching game now. And I bet there is an element of coercive control from his end where he wants to know what she's doing every day, all the time. But he can't get you from over there. He can't get you. He's over there. So keep him sweet for a bit. Don't have him popping off now, because there's things he knows, there's things you don't want him to say. She needs to control the breakup, you know, let it melt and drift. Maybe even allow him to be the sorry party by allowing him to make his mistakes first. But she's got her eye on it. She's got her eye.
This is the pet situation, you know. Hi, Tracy.
It's a funny one, that. It's almost like a game of not Russian roulette, a game of Mexican standoff where they both got their eye on each other. Married as they are, neither of them really trust each other and are not going to be with each other in the future, but are both keeping an eye on each other now. So that's going to be interesting.
Because what do I miss about him? Everything. Like, just having that person there with you. Like, I feel lonely. I feel lonely and blue.
Ooh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on! I feel lonely and blue. I won't torture you. Without you, baby. Ah! That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. I'm hyper as hell. Yeah, addressing my health. I can't stand the summer there. I would just be in all the time, you know?
Because if it was the summer, right, then you've already been there for the summer, so you knew that was coming. So did you just randomly say, hey, wait, you know, in a couple of months it's the summer, I can't do this, it's going to be a problem, I'm going to need to leave now. Or you had the other option of planning it, preparing it, you know, saying, look, after last summer we can't do it, so in a few months we're going to be preparing for the summer move, probably going to go here, probably. It's not like a snap decision because of the summer, so that's just BS.
In the summer it's worse.
I'm going to be in all the time though is different.
I would just be in all the time.
I would just be in all the time. Why? Why would you be in all the time? Can't you go and join your friends for a day out? Can't you go down to the beach or do this and that? Aren't you going videoing vlogs around with Salah? Why are you just in all the time? Is it because you're being treated like a woman wife in a country that's misogynist and your only friends that you're allowed to hang around with are the Islamic wives who don't like you because you're not following the sort of social behaviour rules of the Islamic code of conduct? Like, so you've basically got no one you can hang around with, and nor would you be allowed to, because what are you going to do? Like, just ask your husband if you can go and hang out with just some random man or some, you know, do some stuff? No, you can't do anything because you're like, again, like, this is a signal for me of coercive control. Like, she couldn't stay there because she wouldn't be allowed out. It's not exactly what she said, but she can't go out.
You know, in the summer it's worse. I'm going to be in. I cannot go outside.
And it's not because it's too hot, because all of the buildings have air conditioning. So in the summer, you're not going to be going wandering around in the car parks. No, you're going to be getting from your car and then going in somewhere, and then that's it. It's like, you know, they have all that sorted. Like, you don't have to go and fucking wander around the markets with the beating sun, do you? Like, you can just go somewhere nice, like, and just sit indoors. So it might be another indoors place, but you still can go out of your... I think the difference between being locked in your flat and having a social life,
I will die there in the summer. So glad you're not one with the sea. Nikki P, thanks Nikki P.
I got to let her run because we're only 25 minutes. I keep saying this. We're nearly halfway through it though.
Smelly piece of pee. So, what was I gonna say? Applebee's, Twisty Misty. Yes, we're gonna do all those things. Just give me time. I want to go eat somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's go fight some people at the DQ. How should we start the fight, Hexy? Thanks,
she wants to go and eat somewhere. She's not... Hang on. She's not eating somewhere. In the whole of this live, she doesn't eat somewhere. Why didn't she go and get some food and then do the live and eat it? Is it that this is too important? And this is another... Okay, I've got another big question here. She's been off the internet for 10 days because of the community strike, yeah? So is this the first chance that she's been able to get back on since the community strike? Because I think her family might not want her doing loads of the internet. From what I've heard of the past history of the family, they're not very pleased with her internet presence. So maybe she's had to sort of escape them to do this little live. She does seem to promote the idea that she's going to be doing back on the internet now. So we'll have to wait and see how it all goes and the relationship that she's got with the family who are helping her. But or if she even reveals any of that. But it's interesting to me that she seems to have like come out in the car. Again, she does this, it's kind of normal for her, but it removes her from any other... It's not in my house, not in my bedroom, not in the kitchen, out randomly in the car, parked at anywhere, any other place, USA. No identifiable markers, thanks. Like, kind of secretive in a way. And the idea that she would have done this, like, not driven to the fast food place first, ate the fast food, and then done this, but instead has done this and then the food, like her priorities that way round, that sounds a bit weird to me. So my guess is she has eaten something and now she's off to get like second portions, and this is like a break in the middle. but why would she have not filmed the mukbang straight off, like, you know, and this takes more importance? Maybe because she feels that her personal life takes more importance to the mukbangs for the audience in this, you know, the first thing I need to do is come back on and talk to them. Like, but in terms of her daily diet, I'm pretty confident that she's not decided to sit and talk for an hour and then thought, well, I'm quite hungry now, let's go and get some food. Like, the way she behaves as a norm is that she would have eaten something first.
No, they don't have Nashies right now. I'm disappointed. Haunted places, yes. Harvey's. I got a bunch of things, Cheryl Pennington's from Pennington's. Cash App, what? Yeah, orange tulip. So I have to go thrift shopping or something for all new house stuff. Dollar Tree has plates and things.
House stuff. So she's getting all new house stuff and she's going to get herself her own little place, yeah? So the family have basically said, we will help you, but we do not want you living in the fucking house with us. You've been gone now for a bit and we're quite happy with you being gone. So we are going to help you. And they probably thought to themselves, like, you know, the family does this. They will help you, you know, like, hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, yeah, we'll get you a plane ticket, we'll get you back, and we'll try and get you a little flat as well, because we don't want to have, like, it's better to help you get a flat than it is to have you living. So, yeah, like, it's very, very interesting, this whole dynamic of, like, there's going to be, I imagine the Gore world is going to be very interested with her new flat living arrangement progression. My prediction is that it's going to be a gentle progression away from Islam, like eventually to the point where we're not talking Islam much anymore. If any, we're not even wearing the thing every episode at some point, or maybe she just keeps it because she likes the look of it. But like, I feel like a sort of, rather than overnight, because she doesn't want to be overt and overnight just bang, I've changed, but she's going to just go back to being who she was, basically. And by the time the summer comes, the end comes, and it's time to go back to Salah, there will be this divide. I predict there'll be some drama where he will have done something where she can turn around and say, that's it, we're no more, you've done it, it's your fault. I think that she will worry about him having information or photographs or anything, some weird shit that he wants, you know, to publish, but she'll want something. She's probably got something on him as well, so there'll be an uneasy tension there, but she will use whatever opportunity she can to get rid of him at the right moment, and it will become the Foodie Beauty show again. That's my prediction. And it'll be interesting because when we do get back there, she thinks it'll be like a return to the old days. The old days were better. We will return to the old days. But actually, life goes forward and the timeline goes forward, and she's not going to like be younger or more healthy. She's going to be older and more unhealthy, but stuck in the most. Or maybe the therapy can help. Maybe the therapy really helps. I'll open a door for that. But my concern is she ends up stuck in her old patterns, but in a much more unhealthy situation where she can't maintain those because of her health. Like, one thing she did have with Salah that can't be underestimated is someone to help her do certain things and provide a role in certain ways. Even though I felt it was a controlling, coercive relationship and a nightmare that was about to happen, I think she got out at the right time there. And I really think something might have happened behind the scenes. Copyright strike or no, she might have, sorry, not copyright strike, you know, strike or no, community strike or no, something might have happened with Salah where she thought, whoa, that's over the line, I'm not having that, I have to leave. Now imagine calling home and saying, he hit me, I have to come home. You know, it feels like something like that might have happened, but obviously I'm not saying that as a fact, that's just conjecture on the internet, a bit of not, you know, a bit of fair comment on YouTube, so.
Yo, mom is stuck on a roller coaster? Agathon, what's up? Sam and here. Hey, Tracy! How are you doing? Throw a handful of ice cream? No, I don't want to go to jail. Hi, Jenna! Thanks, Georgia girl. Do I have Cash App? I have PayPal. My PayPal? For what? You guys are going to, what was I going to say? I don't know. Thank you! We have tornadoes? No way! Is that good? A chicken pot pie from St. Hubert's with a side of Nashville chicken tenders. Dispensary fees. No. I'm just driving around right now, so a lot of driving, so I want to be more clear-headed. I'm so tired. Well, like, I have severe, like, I slept, like, went to bed at 11 and woke up at 6:45 a.m. Anyway, sorry about my...
That's quite normal. I went to bed at 11 and woke up at 6:45 a.m. That's quite a normal sleep pattern there.
Yeah, my story about the plane, but it was, like, literally bad for me. And when we're in Frankfurt, my worst nightmare, my anxiety, the girl was like, okay, we have a situation, we have a full flight, the biggest horror words ever, full flight. So they were asking people to volunteer to check in their carry-on luggage because we might not find room.
And you were busy eating that sandwich. Who knew what was about to happen?
And I was like, and then the first plane, the guy I had to sit with was a very tiny.
Beth, maybe he wanted to start a family and she didn't. Yeah, I feel more like that he was using the fact that she had internet popularity. He thought what he could do is like start his. I think he thought he could start his menagerie of internet wives, and she would bring in a certain amount of money. He could get her set up in a little flat. She would bring in a set amount of money. Maybe he could then get a second wife, a third one. Like a really awful Kuwaiti. He's not Kuwaiti, he's Syrian, isn't he? A really awful Syrian Andrew Tate or something. Like in a kind of meek way. Like he wasn't being too overt about it. She was the only wife, but it's not culturally normative to just only have one wife all the time, is it, in some of those countries? So she was, but yeah, I feel like he was like, I just don't think it was what she thought it was, to be honest. And I think the way he was behaving around her and everything, especially after Poopgate, you know, yeah.
Man, like he was not. I'm not making fun of people of size, like small. I don't know what you would say. You know, shorter people. I'm not making fun of them. But this guy, he wasn't like short, but he was really small, and he had a full beard. I don't know, like. Anyway, he was like, "Can I sit here?" And I was like, and I got mad. I was like, "Yes, you may. I'm just gonna go check if there's any other seats available." And there were none, so I had to sit beside him. But he was fine. The good thing about sitting beside someone very small when you're fat is they have more room that you can encroach on. Get a wheelchair, right? No more wheelchairs. Those are too.
Well, there you go. Look, she's making jokes about being fat and stuff like that. So isn't that like fair territory when I made the joke about splashing in the water? I don't know.
Too much.
Maybe it's okay because she's the one that's fat.
Honestly. Time
for her to do it, I mean.
Pooping round two, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I if it happens, it happens. I don't care. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry my life about things. Reginald, fill a deposit fund. You finally seem like yourself again. Missed you. Thank you. Yeah, do you know how expensive it is to like start up again? So every little bit helps. Like when your car breaks down, you have to move.
Okay, begging now.
And you have to travel internationally.
But your family paid for all of it, didn't they?
You have to buy things at the airport when you're traveling internationally, like a lot of fluids, which cost. Every time I would buy drinks at the airport, it was like $30. Yeah,
that's because you were also piling on bags of crisps and stuff. Listen, like she said that her family helped her out with loads of money. She had to make, like, honestly, she said that we got the money together to do it. Like, and now she's saying, oh, it's so costly. Oh, I need the money. Like, you're gonna have to pay. Like, it was begging. She obviously wants the monies, but she didn't have to spend all of her own monies to do all this. And like every time she was loading up $30 at the airport, like getting just a drink, just a drink for $30. I told you, didn't I? Like that wasn't just the sandwich that made her tummy poorly. So she's living a bit of a ride there. And again, it's this fakeness. I don't like that when, you know, she could have said, well, you know, it was quite expensive at the airport, but thankfully my parents paid for it. So I'm really lucky. But instead she said, oh yeah, like thanks for the £2 super chat. I need that because I had to spend all my money at the airport. So I don't know.
Am I living in IKEA? Yes. Set the chin free. That's why I'm doing a little bit of the chin. I can reveal a little bit of the chin.
And now I'm questioning, was the cream cheese sandwich free? Or did she buy an expensive cream cheese sandwich for $30? Maybe two of them, and it made her tummy go.
My car, like, it wasn't broke.
Was it a sandwich, or was it a big sub?
It just had a lot of wear and tear. It had a lot of things wrong. Like, not a lot.
I wonder what they sell at the Frankfurt airport that's all nice and cream cheesy.
A lot of things wrong with it. It needed a lot of maintenance, like regular maintenance.
Well, you're there for 3 hours. Because
it was, especially the brakes, they were like close to 2,000. I'm not getting, it was like all, okay, if I called a regular mechanic who's known to be like fair price, blah, 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 because they always say the dealership's scamming you. Well, this guy wasn't much cheaper. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go with the actual IKEA, was it OEM parts or something? Like original Kia parts, and they guarantee their work. And sorry, we need to clean the Kia, man. So yeah, that was insane. Okay, there we go.
And again, there, Like, she went with the more expensive option that was like, this sounds like a spoiled child going shopping with the parents. Like, oh, but the mechanic said we could have the cheaper ones, but can't we just get the more expensive ones because they're guaranteed to work and honestly they're going to be good, mommy. And like, you know, it's like sort of she's blagged away into more expensive choices there, but she's also saying she can't afford much. So that seems weird. But when you're spending other people's money, it's easier to sort of blag your way into more expensive. Oh, go on, can we upgrade to the nice one? You know, I had to sit in economy all the way back from Canada. I don't know. I'm saying that. It's only because earlier she said we got the money together to do this thing, and it seemed like she'd sort of done a sort of cry for help, get her out of a situation thing to be where she is now. So
I cannot show my hair. No wife leaves her husband if you love him. Yeah, but I also love myself, so I'm here to work on myself. Anyways, that's our business, right? I can't pin my PayPal. Oh, you guys are sweet. You don't have to. But if you want to, my PayPal is. I don't know how to pin. I'm on my phone. It's C. Okay, get ready to write it down if you want to, but you don't have to.
She's not really going to read out her PayPal,
so it's
is she?
CSARA. Is that my PayPal? Is that my PayPal?
She's really going to read that out like that? Unbelievable.
PayPal email? Yeah. CSARA.
I suppose it's money. I suppose you don't want to turn down money, but like...
No, you know what? Just look up Foodie Beauty. PayPal.me/Foodie Beauty. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Miss Linda. Welcome home. Ready for supporting the new Villa Glow Up. Yeah, I want to have like a bedrot bees era. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Independent woman. That's the arc. Yeah. Docs. Can't wait for the foodie videos.
She said, independent woman, that's the arc. And she went, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I do miss, like, my content was...
I mean, listen, fair enough to get a lot of help from your family in a time of need. So, fair enough. That's the independent woman arc, heavily subsidised by family and donations. Independent woman arc now. She does have her own money from her YouTube channel, but of course for the last 2 weeks she's not had any money for her YouTube channel, so it's not going to be a big month next month. And she wasn't getting any of those super chats or donos or whatever's going on in the live streams. Fair enough, we're getting an independent woman thing, and we are away from Salah, and Salah is done now. That I'm saying, yeah.
My PayPal's my my Hotmail is CSARA 084 at hotmail.com. Yeah, CSARA 084 at hotmail.com, or PayPal.me/Foodie Beauty, or you can request a cameo and get your cameo now. Yeah. So I want to we have to Pennington's bees. We have to do all the beesing. Like in Kuwait, I liked living in a different culture, and I liked.
Now reflecting on it like it's over.
like both places, so it's really hard for me. I feel very conflicted, and I feel like...
And she just remembered then, no, but I like both places. I'm reflecting on it like it's over and done, but actually I'm on the internet and he needs to see that I still might want to come back, but I don't.
Crisis a little bit. Yeah. The Greenwood. Go for $1 million. Yeah, Jack. Hi, Don. Welcome. The Greenwood. Wait, is the saddest? Why was it depressing for you guys? Just because you guys are used to me having such an outgoing personality to being completely muted, or what? That's what it was, right? Hi, Georgia girl. So that's good. No, I have not seen the new documentary on me. That was not me. Well, I think a lot of it is cultural. I don't think it's hot on to laugh at farts. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Have you seen sad? No, I was happy there, but yeah. I feel like I wanna break free. I wanna break free and eat chicken pot pie with some nachos. No, I have to get healthy, but first I need to have a celebration. Admit it. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. That was depressing. I miss driving. I was driving down the long road singing, I can see you. The Boys of Summer song. I don't have any plans to go back to Kuwait. I don't have a return ticket. I'm getting a place here. Down under, thank you for joining the report music.
Kuwait is done. You don't drive down the road singing, after the boys of summer, I can't see you, bees in flying in the sun. Fuck you, Salah, you like poos out of bums. I can see you, laughing, shining in the sun. Fuck you, Salah, I'm never going back to Kuwait, you fucking bum. She's never going back.
So we need a beezer army again.
Why is she wearing
marching
the
into the bees? I tried my best. Thank you, Joey. These glasses. Maybe SUP someday. I don't know. I'm just taking it day by day now. No, Widow too young. Kiana, like, even if like taking off your hijab, no, I can't. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I want to come up with different hijab styles. Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like a more Western hijab style.
Right.
And when I'm over there, I dress
what
in
it is you like the way it hides your chin. You think your face looks better when you've got this on. So you want to just westernize it and just have something to cover your face. But it's not religious. You're just not taking it off at this juncture. I believe she, like, let's not be mean about this, but I believe she's lost a lot of hair as well, which is sad. But I think it comes with dietary issues and whatever's going on as well. Like, but it covers everything. It's easy. You just put that on. It's easy. So she could get herself like, you know, a bandana and a neck scarf or something. But like, she don't give a fuck about the religion. She's just wearing it because fashion now.
And hijabs, like, you know, when in Rome. A bees means, yeah, we can bees in a hijab.
I don't even know if I believe that. I think she's put it on for the video. Like, she thinks, like, obviously she doesn't like how she looks on camera and she doesn't want to make the video. She's preferred, like, it'd be quite a shock now, wouldn't it, after all this time with her wearing that, to suddenly take it off for the video and reveal, like, this is what I've sort of looked like the whole time. So she might want to continue wearing it, but I think she's not wearing it on day to day. I think after this video is finished, she will take it off and drive up the drive-through without it on. Right.
Chicken sandwich at the airport, by the way. I was so hungry because I was like, I didn't eat like anything on the plane, Air Canada, because of the fact that my stomach was so bad. So by the time I did so much walking, my body feels so bad right now. Teardrop, hi! Glad you're safe. I was worried. Thank you, Teardrop. Sorry if I missed you when you came in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can decide what being Muslim means to you. It's personal, exactly. There's no compulsion in Islam. Like they say, you're not, you know, like certain things anyways. It doesn't even say in the Quran you have to wear hijab on your head. It's interpreted that way by scholars, but mostly what it is verbatim, it's like to cover, make like loose clothing so you can't see the form of your body. Like, don't dress like what we would call a skank dress, you know? Which I used to do. Yeah, but I don't miss that. I like to be covered up, honestly, I do.
You can see your form of your head. That's not loose. And you're right, it probably wouldn't be good for your hair to have a tight-fitting hijab, but I think she's past that. I think she's already had the alopecia and problems. She shaved her head at one point, didn't she, in the past?
I'm 40. I want to kind of...
I mean, let's just be real. This is a chin cover. It's a chin cover and a hat.
Start dressing my age. Not that if you want to dress, you know, like that when you're 60, that's no problem. But for me, I think I like, you know, like this stuff. Like, I don't know.
Look.
I want to go walking too, Rebecca. Reginald doll! Am I the doll I was going to get for my birthday? Reggie said, please! Welcome! So, yeah. Thanks, Leslie. Hey, Brooke. Cumbersome! Welcome, Cumbersome! Ready, set, peace! Peace! Can we DD with... Thank you, Lynn. Oh, but no. Turbo 2! Tickle my nose. Pain meds. That's my brand is Foodie Beauty, you know?
Okay, so now I think what's happened is she's fed up. She's done. She said what she's got to say, but she's going to stay here now for the attention and the super chats. But she might drop a few little bits. But I'm going to try and get through it a bit quick. Foodie Beauty is indeed your brand, yes.
Is Incorporea a real person or not?
Well, she swigged that down. It's all over her face.
Is Incorporea a real person or AI? I don't know. Never heard of them. Thanks for the super chat. Is Incorporea a real person or AI? I don't know. Never.
Down here, off camera, where she's rifling around, I predict she's got some lovely yummies. Something that she would quite like to eat. She's looking at it. Look at her looking at it.
Never heard of them. Thanks for the super chat.
And you hear it in the plastic.
Who's that?
You know, she was putting whatever, like the bottle of water, the tablets, whatever that was down there in the bag. There's stuff in the bag, isn't it? Look, she's very happy about what's in the bag. Maybe it's stuff that you can't get. Maybe it's the fact that you can just go out and buy it when you want in Canada. Like, she's definitely very happy to be back in Canada, and she's quite happy about what's in that bag. Maybe it was from the pharmaceutical dispensary.
Brittany, what's going on? Tangerine? Thank you. Ashy girl. I'm looking for my Kleenex. I was run out of Kuwait by the Islamic radicalists. No, I wasn't. They're not. There's no radicalists in Kuwait. Those are mostly in Syria, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Not the Gulf countries. Maybe Saudi Arabia. No, I don't know. Sorry, I'm gross. Oh yeah, I was listening to the Dire Straits. I need to. I can't go to eat. My hijab is slipping. Pakistan bees.
You see, I know I've got her playing fast, but you see how she's just like a collection of random thoughts now. Like it's all here and there, and like she's very heady. She's very giddy with being back, and I think she probably is. Like, you know, she talks about using the weed like just in the evenings, just to make you feel better. I've got a lot of driving to do, so I can't be high. But I think she's probably high. I think she's got probably some weed in that bag, like, you know, some nice sticky icky, and like she's having a good time, going to the fast food restaurant, smoking some weed, driving about. Like, fair enough.
Linda. Did it, Brenda?
Like, this is the other thing. I said, what are you doing sat in this car for an hour, having not just eaten or wanting to go and eat, being hungry? Like, maybe she sat there, smoked a bowl, and then started talking for an hour. Like, maybe that, you know.
No. Pete's bees, please. He's working.
I have got her sped up, you know. I have got her sped up, but.
What do you want for your birthday? I don't know. My birthday's over. Flip a clap in solidarity with cause. I would. I had a decent birthday. Hi, Ribby. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Rib.
Also, she's been on for 40 minutes. It's had a chance to get going. She said the big announcement. Everyone's like, what? In chat. They're throwing the super chats. They're talking to her, and like, she's now high on the, and giddy on the attention and the idea that lots of people are going to be talking about her and the drama, and, you know, she's giddy on that as well.
Ribby. Thank you. I don't even care who's talking shit about me right now. I feel too, like, I don't know, happy. Hi, Scapegoat. Sister, I think you missed the ass repair today. Oh, no! Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. Thank you, Mike! Ready, set, rabies! Thank you. Zoe, I got back to Canada.
Ready, set, rabies?
Yesterday.
Rabies.
Yeah, I'm staying in Canada for good. We should do a stories. Boy.
She just said, yeah, I'm staying in Canada for good.
Yeah, I'm staying in Canada for good.
Yeah, I'm staying in Canada for good.
Yesterday. Yeah, I'm staying in Canada for good.
She's staying in Canada for good. That's not just for the summer, then I'm going back. She's staying in Canada for good. Like, how has this changed as well? What happened on her birthday? Good shout. Good shout. No questions fielded yet directly about that. Yeah, good shout.
We should do stories. Boycotting, supposed to. So yeah, I came back here like for many reasons. Like there's I don't even know how to give one answer.
All right, it's for many reasons. It's not just one. I thought it was just because it was the summer and it was hot, and like you intend to go back. But now that's not the case. Now it's for many reasons. It's not just like, are we going to get our story straight? It's because you fucking hated Kuwait and your fucking creepy weird shit on your chest and tell me you loved me boyfriend who's not your husband, and he was treating you badly, and you had to eat shit Kuwaiti food out of a shit kebab van up the road because you couldn't afford the lovely restaurant food to be ferried in every day. So things were tough. And you didn't like it, and it was horrible, and it was hot, and the man was treating you mean, and you wanted to go home, so you've come home.
So
You've pretended to go and live in Kuwait for a bit, and now it's done.
Those pillows? What? Hi, Susie. I go back and forth. Do you know how many times I've made this trip? Like, what, 6? I'll read my chat. Sorry, Brittany, what did I miss? I'm so full of life. Love the sun, rain. Down under, shopping bees. Yeah, I'm still married. I'm so relieved when I come back here.
I mean, I've pinned my flag to the mast here, haven't I? What if she goes back in 6 weeks and I look stupid? Well, it won't be me that looks stupid. It will still be her.
Well, you know, while I'm here, yeah, like, there's a relief, but at the same time, there's like a heartache a bit. You know?
If she goes back to that after having the opportunity to escape, you know, handed to her on a platter, then it would not be me that was stupid.
No. So, yeah. Oh well, that's life.
Oh well.
I want to be somebody.
Oh well. Well, that's life. You know, relationship over.
I want to be somebody, Billy. I'm just kidding. Canada looks good on you. Mimi Pondu, let's go buy a mullet wig. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna go drive somewhere to have dinner, and then. Whoa, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. The stupid thing. Oh gosh, I gotta lose weight.
I've got it. You said what? The aggressive bear paw push. This is what it like. This is what it feels like. I hope you're watching, Alex. I hope Alex is watching because I like him. But I hope you're watching Gore World, because this is what it feels like to be suffocated by the lady that you've abused on the internet all these years. This is revenge time. This is what you will see in your dreams. This is what it feels like. You know, one day you're going to be in a situation where you're lying in your bed and you think, what's this? And then the hand appears. Oh no. She says, oh, I've found you now.
Okay, I'm going to go drive somewhere to have dinner and then... Whoa, no you don't. Oh, no you don't.
Oh.
The stupid thing.
Oh.
Keeps falling.
That's my head. Squashing me.
Gosh. I gotta lose weight.
Shit, I've got to lose weight.
Oh, gosh. I gotta lose weight.
No. Maybe just a little before the summer. You know, beach body ready. Or maybe a little more, otherwise you'll die.
Don't you fall. Circle in the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these songs, right? What's happened is, in Kuwait, you're not allowed to listen to all the lovely music that you like, are you? And all those songs that she keeps going on, they might have been on the radio. Man, they're not going to be on the fucking radio in Kuwait, I'll tell you that. Yeah, and she didn't know maybe all the songs that she missed, or maybe whatever. Like, she's not been able to access it all in Kuwait. She's come over and she enjoys that music. She's been listening to it in the car. She's singing it now, and it's almost like a fuck you to those Islamic ladies who told her that music was haram. Like, fuck you people in the Islamic parenting group on the internet that I was put in by Salah, the Islamic wives crash while the men go out and have fun. And then they said to me, oh, you don't like music, do you? Oh. Like, fuck you to all of them. Circle in the sand. Yeah, yeah. All this music, she's like, it's like she's binged on the music as well as the, you know, as well as the... She mentioned culture a lot. She mentioned culture a lot. The way that it's a cultural difference. It's a cultural this, cultural that. And I'm saying, like, you know, like, she just missed being at home with her home culture, and she does not want to live in Islamic Kuwait.
Yes, I'm getting Sam. And yes, I'm going to take very good care of him. His nails are not going to get too long. Chantel's trusty box, yeah. Mala. Yeah, that's true. Some of the abusers are coming back. Balls deep, you can dream on. I'd rather be dead. Can we go egg their house? Yeah, I have a video. Yeah, I filmed some of the journey. Yep.
She filmed some of the journey, so that'll be fun. We can get to watch her needing a shit on the plane.
Yes, tractor coming. Yes, of course. The Frankfurt airport.
So this is all just going to be...
Driving. I miss beezing.
So I think the last 40 minutes now are just going to be bollocks. So I'll just skip. And if she says anything interesting, we'll stop. But yeah, I might miss a little bit here and there. Like, but, you know.
Julia, yeah, he's going to take care of Julia.
He's going to take care of the cat. So they've already discussed what's going to happen with the separation. But who's going to take care of the cat? Well... I'm glad we got that sorted. Yeah, she could have had the cat set over, or is it the hamster she's talking about? It doesn't matter. It's been sorted.
And he'll just bring her here, you know, or if something happens,
he'll just bring her here.
I will go back to Kuwait and get her.
Or she'll go back to Kuwait and get her. Yeah, yeah. You'll fly to Kuwait, get the cat under your arm, and have a little hello, and then bye-bye and go home. Yeah, never going back for that cat. Not even going to suggest that he should just ship her over, because that would be in like an announcement, it's over. But... like, she's never going back for that cat. He said, well, what about the cat? Oh, I'll come back for it. It's never going. Come on.
And just find out. Like, I'm overwhelmed with bringing... I am not healthy enough. Like, first of all, I can't have my own pet until I get my own place. So right then, where would she come right now, you know?
Yeah.
Second, I'm barely well enough to take myself on this freaking journey. Stupid 17 and a half...
Okay, but you've got the cat. Right? So there are difficulties, but you still need to work out what you're going to do with the cat. You're responsible for it. So the fact that you don't feel you can take on responsibilities right now does not obviate your responsibilities. It just makes it worse that you're not going to live up to them. So one of the things you could do as a responsible pet owner, and it's horrible sometimes, but you could say, well, I'm going to have to put her up for adoption, right? And hand her over to someone who will give it, or responsibly. That's a responsible thing to do if you're a responsible parent. It's a bit sad, but you know, you have your feelings about it, but it's better than making no plan at all and then the cat just being stray. Like, blimey. I just don't feel that I'm in the right place in my mind at the moment to sort of, you know, have a cat right now. So I've left the cat in Iraq and in Kuwait. Kuwait is Iraq, isn't it? I've left the cat in Iraq, and if Salah doesn't want it, well, I guess I'll have to fly over there and get it or something. We'll talk about that later. Like, what?
Our freaking travel day. Ugh. I legit, like, I can't even tell you. You're so tired. I took a red eye. My flight was at 1:45 a.m. So, like,
that's it. Forget the cat. We're talking about me again.
Like, you're tired already. And then when you start falling asleep, they turn on the lights. It's like, we got to Frankfurt at like 6 something in the morning. I was so tired. Then you have to walk around a huge airport, wait in a huge line for security. And then, like, it's just 18 hours. Yep.
Yeah, you have to walk out of the plane, walk through the security, and then immediately you can sit down for 3 hours. It's not that bad. Tiresome as it is to travel, let's not get this twisted. It has not been the most arduous process that someone has to suffer. Because you literally just had to walk from like point A to point B, and then even along the way, if you'd fancied to sit down, they've got benches and little seats. Like, you know, they've got, if you required a wheelchair, they would have brought you one. I'm surprised you didn't request one. We'll see from your video. It's not that bad. They've got shops.
Because he can't just come here. Like, you know.
Salah can't just come here. Did you hear that?
Because he can't just come here. Like, you know.
I'm assuming she means Salah there.
Like, it's just 18 hours. Yep. Because he can't just come here. Like, you know. Can't you drive with...
I bet he doesn't even know the specifics of where he needs to go. And if she gets her own place, he won't know where she is.
The camera pointing upward. Oh, no, I can't do that.
And if she's got an inkling of him coming, there's 18 hours. And is he going to get across the, you know, the border check with her ringing up saying an abusive man is coming to attack me from Kuwait? Like, you know, make sure you get him at the airport. Police. Like, she's got defences. She's in Canada. Like, she's safe now. Sneaky. Sneakiest. Not that sneaky. I mean, it's just obvious, isn't it?
Something will happen. Welcome back, No Name. We all miss you. Thank you, Sunflower. It's very hard leaving him. It's not easy. Chantal, the link is for the people.
Yeah,
they don't want
I agree though. It is hard not to leave it. So it is hard leaving him because you had to like get loads of money together and like someone had to sort it out for you. It wasn't easy. You had to blag someone and get all upset and like maybe you went through some shit to get there, but like I'd agree it wasn't easy. Like the couple of weeks before she left, she went into sort of foodie beauty mode, but in Kuwait, like, and it looked a bit weird. It looked a bit weird. It all looked a bit staged and funny. Yeah, here we are.
Supporting your channel. Oh, I get it. Me personally, I don't care. No, I totally get that. Yeah. Can we get stoned tonight? When I get my own place, we can have like a, I don't know, hamburgerized bees and no.
See, she's going to go back to her old way. She's going to get her own place. She's going to go back to being who she used to be, she thinks. Except time has elapsed and like her system won't really, like, if she thinks she's going to go back to sort of party, drinking, smoking weed, eating fast food every day, living in your own place, it's a great life, YouTuber paying for it, like, it's not going to work that way. It just isn't. Not in 2024. Not with the journey and the process. So it will be interesting to see.
Have like, you know, a hangout at nights. I can do like live stream.
I also wonder, because there's exes that, like, you know, there's exes. It might be that a very comfortable place to go back to is Canada. And there might be other comfortable positions she might consider going back to, maybe.
It's like 3 times a day again. Coffee bees, dinner bees, cooking bees, and night bees.
I don't really think that. I think she would want to be on her own at this point.
No, I'm too nervous driving in Kuwait. I still have the same old CPAP. Yeah, I'm gonna get food, Cassidy. They have healthcare, but it's expensive for like certain things. Where do I want to take you guys?
Getting all my screenshots.
See, he works at home because I'm gonna send it back, and they're gonna send me one that says Foodie Beauty because the Merriam one is damaged. Like there was a dent in it. So they said if it's damaged, I can return it. They will send me a label, I return it, and then once they get it, they'll send me one back.
So she's going to get a plaque changed to Foodie Beauty. I won't even bother going on about it. People think she bought the subs or jumped to subs up to the 100,000 to get the plaque. They were subscribed to change. They were surprised she changed her name to Everyday Mariam. That was probably a move from Salah behind the scenes, I feel, to try and turn her channel into a Dawa channel. And then eventually she got this plaque. Was it real? Was it not? It says Everyday Mariam. And now she's going to send it back and get a different one. Yeah, won't even bother with that. I mean, it is part of the whole thing, but it's, yeah.
I just waved at a farmer.
Right, that's not Haram. Is that Haram waving at the farmer?
Bought by? Yeah, that's not halal, though.
Yeah,
There's not much halal stuff here. Smash it with a hammer and get a new one, inshallah. Mac and cheese. Do like... Anyway. Most people have to try to be positive. It doesn't come natural. No, I'm kidding. Music and things. I was gone for a while. I need to be healthy, like, no matter what. But there, it was, like, a lot harder for me, you know? So I do have a lot more support here. Just want to bees. Let's drive to Orange Julep and bees. Are you kidding? I can't go live at Orange Julep. People are going to show up there. They know where that is. But thanks for the super chat. It's like if someone's trying to kill you and you pepper spray them, you go to jail for the pepper spray, and they go to jail for murder. But you still go to jail for the pepper spray. Like, use an illegal weapon, though. That's my problem. So, yes, I'll be fine. But I'll just say I'm not going to Akron. You mentally, like, it was just a lot of walking. I'm not used to that. Beauty. I seem happier. Oh, yeah. Everything else. Yeah, he is thoughtful, you know, in a lot of ways. Good day, bees. But that's okay. When you're away, so. Like, yeah, I don't. And you're in root beer.
She's shut up, man. She's got nothing to say.
I want to go dinner.
She wants to go and eat. Let's let her go and eat. So that's Foodie Beauty. If you're watching this on YouTube, you be good. And if you can't be good, you're naughty. That took ages, didn't it? It's now 1:30 in the morning, so that took ages. But I'm glad we looked at it. I now feel sick and tired.